What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. Welcome back to another NFA video. Now, I wanted to bring you guys a different position that I've invested into in the past, made money with in the past, and one that I feel like is, pretty much dominating an industry, even though we have a lot of competition and new things that are coming up and seeming like it's going to be, competition overall, right? I feel like everything together is competition for this one company. While you look at other, industries and you have multiple people at the top, you really don't have multiple companies that are at the top of this sector. Um, Again, you do have a lot of companies that are creating, a lot of companies that have a lot of money, but not ones that really control the sector or the market that we're in. And of course, the position I'm talking about is Tesla. I feel like with EV and technology that's going on there, when people think of electronic vehicles, when they think of you know electric driving, you're thinking of Tesla right from the start. That's the first name that comes to mind. That's probably going to be the last name that comes to mind as well, just because you're always in that comparison and you're like, well, it doesn't really compare with Tesla at the end, right? So I wanted to talk about the stock, obviously, and go through what's happening today, as well as what we see, within the monthly view, and break that down a little bit and what we're looking for going forward, as well as kind of understanding, their domination as a whole, which we do have an article talking about that a little bit. So before we get into this, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel, helps out growth, all of that stuff. But let's go ahead and get into this really quick. So if we look at here, if we look at Webull, if you guys want to sign up for Webull, I have a Webull link down below. I believe it's down below. It's somewhere there. So if you want to start trading on Webull, you can always get started there and use my referral link. But Tesla is currently at $279.18, 16. It keeps changing, right? So $279 ish. We're seeing it up about 2% or sorry, 1% today, up about a dollar or $2, and 63.70 cents or so, right? Things are moving. We're still in the middle of the day as we're recording this video. We saw it at a high today of about 280, almost 281, and a low of 278 on the day. Volume for today is about 80 million shares that has gone through. And, if we look at how the market has moved or how the position has moved, we've seen this increase all the way up to, again, the level of $2.80. It decreased down, which was a time to where you can find a dip dropping below the 200 EMA. And if you were looking for a push, obviously you could see that jump from $274 all the way back up to a high here of the all-time high. Now it did climb, pushing, over the 200 EMA, over the VWAP, and kind of using the 200 EMA as a way to kind of stabilize things, the bounce, right? It touches back to the 200 EMA, it increases a little bit. So it looks like it's continuing its ascend as we're seeing this. However, as we look at the highest price that we've seen, which is $280 or so, it's creating that double top scenario. Even though it has surpassed that right in the beginning of the day, all the way up to $280.78 rather than $280 and like 6 cents or 10 cents or so, you're seeing that double top, which essentially is not really the best sign for bullish momentum. It's usually a good sign for bearish momentum. We could see this kind of pull back a little bit, drop back to some of these areas that we could see here, maybe this level of consolidation, as well as seeing some of these levels below the 200 EMA. Now it did again get to a point where it tested the 200 EMA and has bounced off of it a little bit, but it could be creating a stair step effect on the way down as you're seeing this kind of settle in and get to a reasonable level where people are like, all right, well, I want to take a little bit of profit just from an investment side. Now, if we look at over the monthly look on this same chart, you're seeing that, yes, we have another double top scenario that's coming on, which is somewhere around the $300 mark. So that's why we're seeing that this is a significant point. If it does break through that point, then we're looking for levels of $380, maybe $400. That's where we start to look at if we see this break through this point in the next month or so, because this is a monthly look, right? We're looking at the rest of this month. If we could see it break through that point, break through this level of about $300 or 390 $299, then that could be a significant level to see it continue to surpass some of these levels here and not create another double top scenario, which essentially is really bearish momentum there. Now, as I was going into this, I was trying to understand like what's going on with EV, and to see if they have any type of if EV has or if Tesla has any control over the market. And I saw this article where it talks about analysts explain why Tesla has the blueprint for global EV domination. And it's true, where you look at Tesla, and it's usually the first to come to the market, to really understand the market, that kind of takes a hold of the market. But then you have another one that comes up and really competes with it, right? You have something like, let's change markets here and go to like the smartphone market, right? Technology market, and we're looking at Apple and how they were the first to come to the scene. But now you see things like Samsung, you see Sony creating phones out here, you see BlackBerry that really doesn't have that much competition, but you're seeing the competition that's coming up and doing some other things, but it's not something to overtake the overall top of the top, where people are like, oh, this is it. Tesla may be the Apple of vehicles, right? That's what I would look at, right? Because if you're looking at Apple, they're not necessarily the best. They're just ones that people look at for like luxury, I guess. And we kind of look at Tesla sort of the same way. Even though they're creating more affordable vehicles, it's not as affordable as some other ones that we have seen, and coming up, and potentially they could create some more affordable ones, right? Ones that are way less than what Tesla have. But Tesla has all of the different technology and all of the things that people love, the design. It's just something they're familiar with, right? So it could be that takes over as well. So Tesla, honestly, controls it. It does dominate the market by far, by leading kind of all other groups, and being bigger than all of these other groups really combine, all these other companies combine. So that's where I see that domination, and that's where that does go. So I want to know what you guys think about Tesla, right? Is Tesla truly dominating the market? Do you see this pushing above that $300 mark, pushing well above, the $350 mark up to $400? Or do you see it kind of resisting at that $300 mark and pulling back pretty hard to where we see it at a way lower level until, overall markets start to thrive again? Let me know your opinion down below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. But I'm going to get out here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I tried to get it back to the main screen. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Don't forget, if you guys want to check out any of my referral links that are down below for crypto or for stock platforms, feel free to check those out, as well as my Patreon, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See ya.